Alright, now so what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna integrate our own theme. Of course, we're not gonna let the project dull like this. We need to integrate our own theme to make this a lot more nice looking. Alright, so what we're gonna do first, we need to go ahead, we go right here, this design, our design right over here. You can see that we need to grab some JavaScript and CSS files in order to include them, in order to actually load up the design, and also the images and all of that. And we need to integrate these files and folders inside our own Laravel project right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up my my design right here, and I need these folders right here: the CSS, fonts, image, GS, and SAS, the source, and the videos right here. I need all of those. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna copy those. I'm gonna go ahead to my C drive. I'm gonna go to exam. I'm gonna go to htdocs, and there it is, my project root folder. I'm gonna go in the public. I'm gonna simply create a folder. I'm gonna name this folder assets, like this, and I'm gonna go inside the assets. I'm gonna go ahead simply and just paste these in. Alright, so right after I paste those in, go ahead and open up your design, or sorry, the code that I give you for the template right over here, and some other text editors that you have. So go ahead and open it up. If you don't have Sublime, just go ahead and go ahead on Google and install it right away. Get it and install it. It's pretty simple to install. All right, so right here I have my own files and folders. So I want to go ahead and I want to include the CSS and the JavaScript files right now. And to do this, I'm just going to open up my index.html. And as you can see right over here, I can see that I have these links, and there it is, the CSS style links right here. So those what we need to include. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to copy those like that. And I'm going to go to my, if we go to resources, inside the resources, we'll find the views folder. We're going to work with this a lot in the course, throughout the course. And right here, I want to go ahead to my layouts. I want to go to app.blade.php, and this is actually a special file that we call the master template. The master template right here, we use it and we include it inside our every view that we have, and this will simply allow us to load up all the files, all the CSS and the JavaScript files that we have. For example, right here, we're loading up the app.scss right here and the app.js, which simply works along with the Vite right here. And we're also grabbing these fonts online. All right, so we're gonna go right under the title, since we wanna include our own files, our CSS files that we put in the public right here in the assets. We want to go ahead and we want to paste those in, and of course we need to make those dynamic. We're just not going to leave them like this and they will be imported. No, we want to go ahead right here at this part. I'm going to type in my directive, which is asset, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the assets folder. I'm going to go / and then we'll actually cut this and should actually include this file, as you can see right here. So it's already once we use the asset, it's already gonna go, right away to the public folder right over here, and then we're gonna go to the assets folder, and then we're gonna go to the CSS folder right here, and then we will pick up our bootstrap.main.css right away. All right, so we should do this for the rest of these right here. So let me copy this. Let me go right here and just keep pressing Alt if you are on VS Code, and click on on every and each one of those. Let's paste this in like that. Let's also copy this, and let's go right here. All right, so let's paste this in like that and save. All right, so there we go. Now we imported our CSS files. Now it's time to import our JavaScript files. So I'm just gonna go ahead right down here, right down this, and there is the footer, and right under the footer we have the, these GS plugins. So let me copy this. Also, I want to go ahead down at the bottom. This I want to go under this div and I want to paste those in. Also, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go asset. I'm gonna go right here, assets, slash, and simply I will grab those, cut, and simply paste like that. So I want to go ahead and copy this part and simply go ahead right here, keep pressing Alt. Alright, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do next, I'm gonna copy this part. I'm gonna go right here and keep pressing Alt. Alright, so I can actually close this, and there we go. Save this right away, and yeah, as you can see, this will actually refresh. This right here will actually refresh since we're running Vite right here, which is, again, it's just an assets bundler that's gonna load right away automatically once we make a difference, or once we make a change to our own views. As you can see, we're working in the app view right here. So the next step will actually be working with the navbar. We want to change the design of this navbar. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go right to the top, and there is this part right here. This part is for the loader, so we're not gonna pick this for now. Our concern right here is just the header, so I'm just gonna minimize the header. I'm gonna copy the header right away, copy this, and let's go ahead to our own navbar right here. Let's minimize this navbar and simply comment it like this, and I'm gonna go right under this navbar and let's paste in our own header like that, and should actually now include this header without any problems, since we imported the CSS and the JavaScript files. So after we save, let's go ahead right here, and as you can see, it's including it. As you can see right over here, maybe there is a problem with the icon, this icon right here, or this link, because it's actually an image. All right, so, and yeah, it's displaying everything else with just minor changes, but they don't matter for now. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be working with is actually the footer. So if we go down at the bottom, all right, so there it is, the footer right here. So let me see. Search model began, blah blah blah. All right, so we have a search model right under the footer. Let's go right here and let's see what's going on with this footer exactly. Search model, there's not any kind of search model right here in the design, which is weird. So let me see if I try to go ahead and copy this footer. All right, so copy this, and let's go right here. Let's go under this div above the JavaScript files and simply save this. All right, so as you can see, we got the footer right here. The reason it's kind of messed up, and or it's in the middle of the page, it's because the home page, we did not include the home page just yet. So yeah, if I actually click this, all right, so it's not showing up the form. So maybe that this is the form for the search. So let me copy this form. Let me actually go down right under the footer and let me paste this. So yeah, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna end this div like that, save. All right, so if I actually click this, all right, so as you can see, I can actually see the search here, this part of the search here. All right, so yeah, what we need to include next is you know what, we're not going to include the home just yet. We need to go ahead and make this whole navbar dynamic. All right, so what we're going to do, if you look at our navbar right here, let's decomment it once again. You're going to see that we have a couple of links right here that we need to change and so on. So this, for example, is the links This is the link for the home page. So I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna go right here. So this is it. This is it. The index for the index, the link for the index page or so. I'm gonna simply delete this. I'm gonna go ahead and paste like that. All right. So this is the image right here. I'm just gonna go at this part. I'm gonna go asset. I'm gonna go to the assets folder. I'm gonna go slash and simply just grab the image right away. This is simply the logo. All right. So if I actually, yeah, let's not save right now. Let's keep it for, as it is for now. So right after I grab this, we will see a button right here. We do not care about the button. What we care about most in the nav bar is actually checking if we're logged in or not. And we're using a guest right here, which is just a guard. And if you're not familiar with guards, or basically they're just a type of authority on your own web app. So we're checking if we're authenticated, we're not, or not, using this guest. So I'm just gonna copy this whole part right here, and I want to go ahead. Let me see. I want to go add this part. Should we like keep it right here, or let's go ahead and paste this in. All right, so I need some kind of UL in order for this to work. So I'm just gonna copy this UL. I'm gonna paste it like that. All right, so what we're doing right here, we're saying if we're not logged in, show the login link right over here. And if we're not registered, show the register right over here, the register link. All right, so I'm gonna close this /UL like that. And what else that we should include? But actually, yeah, we should also set up this else right here, this else block, so we can end the guest. So I'm just gonna copy this like that, and I'm gonna go right here and go all right, so I'm gonna paste this in. I actually want this add guest inside the UL. All right, like this. And yeah, I want to go ahead and push this like that. And let's push this and also push this like that. All right, so what we're doing right here, we're just doing what we have in the nav bar right here, in the old nav bar. We're trying to check if we're logged in or not. So if we're not logged in, we're gonna go ahead and show the login and register page. And if we're logged in, else right here, we're gonna show the menu that contains the username and contains our own logout link. All right, so what else do we have? I guess that this is actually everything. So yeah, let's go to the old nav bar and let's comment it once more. So I'm gonna go ahead and save like this. All right, so let's check what we have. So it's kind of messed up a little right over here. I think that we're actually logged out. This is why. I guess that we're logged out. Actually, we are in the home, so that means that we're actually logged in, but it's not showing up it's not showing our username right here, or even the menu. So I'm gonna go right here. Nav, class, header, menu, mobile, blah blah blah. So this is a design problem. If we go right here, as you can see, this is the search icon, blah 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 right here. So let's try and grab the UL. This UL, for example, cut it and paste it right here at this part. So let's go ahead and save this. All right, so as you can see right there, we got our own username right over here, which is good. So yeah, I don't want this icon, so I'm just gonna comment it and this icon is just right here, this link. So let me actually save this like that. All right, so what we have left is just a problem with this right here, and we're gonna fix this in just a minute. All right, in the next video or so. All right, so what I want to do next, I want to work with the home page right here. So let me go to my index page, and I want to go ahead right at the top. All right, so we're gonna grab this section. We're not actually gonna grab the header because we grabbed it already, and we're gonna grab this section and this div. All right, so for you, blah blah blah. Yeah. All right, so let's grab this section. Let's grab this section right here, copy. Now let's go to the home. Let's go to resources, views, and let's go to home.blade. You can see that we have this container with this whole div class card thing. You know, we do not need this card or any of that. I'm just gonna go ahead, comment all of this. I'm gonna paste this section. I'm gonna go right at the bottom, and I'm gonna grab this whole section, the rest of the code, but you know, I will stop at the footer because we already grabbed the footer. So I'm gonna go right here and paste this in and save like this. Let's see what's gonna go down right here. All right, so everything looks kind of big. If there is something wrong with including the files or so, yeah, the images will not show up, and that's very normal because yeah, because the images are still static. You know, we have to work with displaying the images. I'm just gonna go at the part where we have the slider. So there it is, the images for the slider right there. And if I go right here, I'm gonna go asset. I'm gonna go assets right here, the assets folder slash, and then if I cut this, paste like that. I also want to copy this whole part, and I want to go ahead right here and paste this in. Also right here and paste this in, because we have like three divs inside the slider with 3 images, and just save like this. All right, so the images should actually show up. All right, so there we go. So yeah, of course the design is messed up a little. This should actually take this should take the whole page. So if I simply remove this, all right, so as you can see, I would say it's working better than before, but there's some kind of margin right here. I'm just gonna go at this part. I'm gonna go style, I'm gonna go margin top minus 40 pixels or so. I'm gonna save this. All right, so instead of 40, I'm gonna keep it 80 pixels. All right, so I guess that's working better than before. We just have this the scroll right here that I'm going to fix also in the next video or so. So yeah, I guess that's, you know, it's fine right now. It's kind of messed up a little, but you know, we can work with it for now. And yeah, in the next video, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to try and include and integrate our own theme in the login and in the register pages, which actually are right here in this folder. So this will be all, and I will see you in the next video.